Okay. Cards popping out everywhere. Hey, thanks for being here. My Cancer Mars people, or even if your Mars signs isn't in Cancer and you just wanted to check the video out, welcome. You're here. Okay. Or if you have any other Cancer placements or just generally interested in Mars. Um, oof. So as I was like picking up on the energy of this reading, right? The cards were like everywhere, flopping out, crazy, which kind of goes into like Cancer Mars placements because it's kind of like your how people say it, your aggression, your would you say willpower? I guess you can say like willpower, how you assert yourself in this world and stuff. And um Cancer can be a tough placement for for Mars because it's almost like the fire passion of Mars is like kind of drowned out in the watery nature, kind, nurturing energy of Cancer. So a lot of people may see it as being debilitated, but this is actually like your superpower. If you do have a Cancer in Mars, hello, we relate. Same here. Um, so yeah, as I was picking up your energy, I got the message of don't drown in your own water. I don't know why that was popping up, but something that did stick out to me was you may feel blocked at this time from your intuition and your emotions. I did get the High Priestess reversed. Um, don't doubt your intuitive psychic abilities because they're definitely there, and you may have like some doubts about that. And at this time, you may not feel connected at times. And I totally get where you're coming from, especially with having that Mars in Cancer. It's like you feel stuck. You can't really get shit done, but when you get shit done, it's kind of on your time because you're linked to the moon, and the High Priestess is like Pisces moon energy. So when that Mars is drowned in the water, Cancer, it can you basically go with the moon phases. So look up the moon phases because this will be very very important to you. Okay. Also, while I was picking up on your energy, we did get we got the. Hold on, let me show you this. One second. I got the Nine of Pentacles, right? In between the Devil and the Two of Cups. So what this can show, with this being in between, is you you've been working on some type of chains you've been trying to break, and you've been working towards that, and you may have even self isolated yourself within the past, let's see, I want to say week or month, not year, but you've been self isolating for a couple months now, like a quarter out of the year, and you've just been trying to find like inner knowing. Um, why have I been feeling so off with the High Priestess being reversed as well? So you've definitely self isolated to break these chains, though. A lot of people get kind of like scared when the Devil card pops up, but it lets you know the chains, they're very, I'm sorry for the background. The chains are very loose. You can take the chains off quite literally anytime. You're the master of, your own life. It's literally every time I start a video, that's when these people come. It's like all the other times, it's like no one here. But it's showing that you're the master of your own reality, and you can free yourself from these chains, and you have been freeing yourself to where even you've been self-isolating a lot, which is good. Self-isolation is good, but yeah, to come in oneness with yourself, that's good. But it's also good to get out there in the world, and don't just, I don't know, stay in your room all day. So we also had the Three of Wands, which is showing whatever you've worked on, you've seen the fruits of labor with it, definitely. And now you're thinking of your next steps, but with the High Priestess being reversed, you feel blocked at this moment, all right? Which is totally normal, especially with a Cancer Mars type person. We go through these cycles and these ups and downs, but what I've learned is that you have to honor these ups and down cycles of a Cancer Mars. So I'm gonna get some more information, some more clarification for you on what steps can you take to kind of, I'm not gonna say you're in a funk, but to learn how to accept these cycles of ups and down of being a Cancer Mars person or somebody who resonates with Cancerian energy, and they're wanting to look to kind of, what can I say, assert their willpower more in a more Martian way. Because, let's think about like an Aries Mars, that's basically the same energy. So they're double up front, but on the flip side, it's Cancer, it's water sign, you may feel like your willpower is almost drowning, like you can't get things off the ground. So what can my viewer do to kind of get that off the ground and bring that Mars energy back up to the surface and not, drown in the Cancer energy? What can my viewer do? Cancer Mars, Cancer Mars, Cancer Mars. Let's see. I'm going to take this one. Okay, so we have Judgment, which is also a very positive card. So your angels or your guides are definitely looking out for you at this time to help you out with this transition. I almost feel like a sense that you're starting to learn how to live again. A lot of Phoenix rising to the ashes type energy. You may have felt dead inside, which is a normal cycle of the moon. The moon wanes and the moon waxes, then there's the gibbous moon, and then there's the new moon. So you're coming out of like a death cycle. You're being reborn. You may like change your hair or change your style or find a new friend group or anything of that to push you through this, this, I should say portal, to be honest with you. Like, so you're being pushed through this portal, and as I say, we have 3 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So that's also your angels kind of encouraging you to kind of collaborate. The time of self-isolation is coming to an end, or pretty much ended at this point, I would say, in your specific reading, if you're here right now. They're telling you to collaborate with other people, other like-minded individuals, so you can create something that's unique. 333 could be significant as well, especially with the 3 of Pentacles, Freemasonry, occult sciences, like all that good stuff. But with the Judgment coming up, I think that's definitely a sign from your angels that, hey, we're with you during this rebirth. Okay, so what can my viewer do to kind of break that shell and tap more into their superpower and realize that, hey, the crab is strong? You ever been pinched by a crab? Yeah, it doesn't feel good, right? Those claws are strong, right? And the crab is actually very protective as well too. So you kind of sync these 2 energies together, being highly protective, and then the highly protective Mars energy, and I don't even want to say aggressive, but go forward type energy, like go getter type Mars energy, the willpower to get up, do it, get it done, and not procrastinate. Procrastination is coming up heavy, so you may have been procrastinating on like a task or something, which is to be expected, because it's kind of hard for us Mars Cancerian people. And I feel like also like a Pisces moon may be watching as well, because you may also resonate with having a Mars sign that is a Mars planet that is, in a water sign. So you could be Pisces moon too, or Aquarius, or even Scorpio. But even having Mars in Scorpio, because Mars is like a co-ruler of Scorpio, so it even feels more comfortable in the still waters of Scorpio, but not so comfortable in the waters of Cancer. So let's get some more information on what can you do to kind of once again bring up that Mars energy and combine it with the Cancerian energy and forge your path. What can they do to forge their path? Let's see. We're gonna go ahead on and take this one. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups reverse. This could represent your current energy at the moment. As you can see, your cup may be empty, or your Mars may be empty. As we were speaking of earlier, it could be drowning in the Cancerian energy. But let's flip this up for a second. You have an idea. The pages are they're the beginning, the kid, the youthful, naive outlook of the court cards of their suit. So you have this natural, watery, very young, inspirational energy that's inside you. You just have trouble expressing it with having the Mars in Cancer. But if you can learn how to combine the two, I should say, it's always coming down to on this channel fire and water balance. You can find a way to balance out this Mars energy. You can spread this very youthful energy out into the world, and collaborate with others, and make beautiful projects. That's what I'm feeling in this reading. Definitely beautiful projects. But you're being called to keep, your cup full, because we did pull it in reverse. So you're definitely being called at this time to do what makes you happy, do what makes your cup full, like do what makes you feel alive, so that way you can stay in this grounded state of mind and feel strong enough to insert your will on whatever activity it is that you are pursuing at the moment. Why does my viewer have a problem with inserting their will? What's blocking them from the moment when they're getting all of the signs and synchronicities to insert their will? How can my viewer insert their will in a better, positive way? So we also have the Three of Swords. You may have went through a recent heartbreak, and I don't want to delve into the realm of like relations love reading, but this could be like a failed project. It could be like some family members, work, something in the recent past has disappointed you. And we got another three, so that's another 333. Threes are significant in this reading. So you're going through some type of grief or sorrow, and it's kind of blocked your intuition, and you've decided to self-isolate for some time, which there is nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we need to just take a step back, analyze the situation, but don't stay there. You're definitely being called to rebirth. Eventually these swords will come out, but at the same time, you learned a lesson. I'm picking that up heavy. Whatever situation that it was that you're going through or went through, you're definitely you learned a lesson from the past. You're being guided to take your swords with you, pull your swords out and heal. So I understand why now you've been self-isolating, because you've been healing, and don't feel bad about that. But we just don't want to stay in that self-isolation healing for too long. There is no rush. You have all the time that you want. If you want to sit in self-isolation, cool. But there's a whole fantastic life out there, that's just waiting for you to conquer it. And I can't make this up. So we have the Four of Wands on the back. So after this process of healing, your victory it's right there. It's waiting for you. For whatever that it may be, whatever project that you're working on, your victory is assured. You still got to put in the work and, do what you need to do. I feel like you're going through intense shadow work at the moment, but just keep in mind, on the bottom of the deck, we do have the Four of Wands, which is a card of celebration, victory. I even see love in here. I see love. I see a house for some of you guys as well. New love may be coming in, or if you're like currently talking to a partner, you may be strengthening your bond with them. Marriage as well, with them touching hands and holding hands. So when you do get out of this grief period and you've cleansed out everything, you've cleansed out your heart chakra, all that good stuff, cleanse out your solar plexus and your root chakra, because it seems like what you went through was definitely hard. So I'm not taking that away from you as well. So yeah, we do have a lot of shadow work in the background. So you're just going through shadow work at this time. But on the other side of this is pleasure. Is pleasure, is happiness, is abundance. Definitely abundance. Okay, so, and it just goes back into the beginning of this video with having the Cancer Mars. I know I want to say like our emotions and stuff are like on times 10. We feel things a little bit more deeply than the other signs, because it's our Mars. It's how we insert our willpower. So I recommend, you can do a little bit of research about Mars and where your Mars sign is and what that really means to have a Cancer in Mars, and how you can just bottle up everything until one day, you blow up. Any type of research that you do on Cancer and Mars, people, they hold a lot in, and when those pipes burst, they burst. You'll know what I'm talking about if you're a big hip hop fan. But yeah, when those pipes burst, they burst, and because we've just been holding in everything, it can come off as very passive aggressive energy. Kind of let things slide too much, and then when we get hurt, we go into the crab stage. We're just protecting. We have a shell out on us, but you're being called to soften up that shell a little bit if you want to. Obviously, it's your life. I can't tell you how hard you want your protective shell to be, but you're definitely being called to soften up your shell a little bit. You can put the claws down just for a little while, and now you know that you have those claws, to protect yourself if need. Okay, so final message for my Mars and Cancer people. Thanks for being here, by the way. I truly appreciate it. Okay, so any more additional message for my Mars and Cancer people? I want to kind of keep this under 20 minutes for you. We all got things to do. Any more additional messages for my Mars and Cancer people? Mars and Cancer, Mars and Cancer, Mars and Cancer, Mars and Cancer. Any more additional messages? Okay, so we have the Hangman. I'm not gonna take a reversal on this one. So this is heavy Neptunian energy. You may have Neptune in the first house. I'm highly feeling that. Or you may have Neptune in the 12th house. Or your chart may be heavily guarded by water, which makes more sense all in the general things of things. Lately, you've been called to really dig deep within. You may have felt like you've been, the title of this video, like drowning in your water, upside down. But you're being called to realize the superpower in that your emotions and your sensitivity is not a weakness. It's actually your superpower, and you can use that, for your benefit. We need more people like you. We need more people like us that can feel on a deeper level, and very protective. The crab is very protective. The Cancer energy, it's motherly, mama bear type energy. She rules with the moon. So your willpower, it goes with the moon cycles and everything. So you're really being called to accept that part of yourself and use this part of yourself as a benefit and not a double-edged sword. Okay, so self-sabotaging can come into play.
Brian, you inside?
Yes, I am. Give me 1 second.
Come check it out real quick?
Yeah, just leave it out there for me.
Let me smoke a cigarette real quick, and then if you want to come by my room, you can.
Yeah. So self-sabotaging could come into play. Sorry about that. Self-sabotaging, drinking, excessive addictions, all of these things, like the more darker side of Pisces and Cancer. So you're definitely being called to look within and go towards the more positive sides of the water energy, so it can be expressed in a not passive aggressive way, and you can learn to express yourself when someone crosses your boundaries right there at that moment, not sit and ruminate on it or think, oh, should I have not stood up for myself or anything like that. You're heavily being called to look at this at the moment. Apologize about all the interruptions. Thanks for being here. Keep going. You're doing great, and I love you guys all. Thanks for choosing me. Have a good one.